full answers. You owe President Trump this.
Well, that voice belongs to Senator Marsha Blackburn, and she is now here with us this evening. Senator, always good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Is this the ultimate case of too little too late, or better late than never?
What we have is a situation where she should have been fired on that Saturday night, and she has persisted. She couldn't give us answers on the phone call that we had Wednesday afternoon with her. And then she shows up yesterday and she still cannot give answers. And to not even know how many total agents were there, how many other federal agents, how many local, how many state. She never went to the site. She didn't reassemble the team and walk through this and try to figure out where they went wrong. Was it advanced planning? Was it the operations plan? Was it the day of assignments? And guys, she just did none of that. She went to Milwaukee. She held a cocktail party in a luxury suite for the Secret Service partners. When we went to the suite and said, we'd love to ask you some questions, can we have a few minutes? She refused. We offered to move to a quiet spot. She refused. She didn't want to give answers because she did not know the answers. And the lack of preparation shows the lack of respect, the lack of caring that she has for the American people. She's more concerned about donors than she is about protecting the individuals that the Secret Service is there to protect. Our president, our vice president, our former presidents, presidential families, individuals in the administration that have had threats, and they know this, and they still did not do their job. And it's not like somebody missed their casework numbers or somebody missed their sales quotas. When the Secret Service screws it up, people die. And you have Corey Comparator, who lost his life. You have 2 people still hospitalized. You had the assassination attempt on President Trump. And for her, 10 days out, to have no answers is completely unacceptable. She should have been fired, and she has resigned, but we still need the answers to what went wrong.
Yeah, and I think that's really the key point, because now she's gone, right? Yep. All the failures are in the past. She's no longer running the agency, but those failures still matter moving forward. I think she should not be the only person to lose a job. Clearly, there were people on the ground there who messed this up extremely badly on multiple levels. Are you confident that the many things that went wrong will actually be fixed? That's the lesson that's essential here.
It is the essential lesson in this. And getting to the bottom of this, making certain that whomever cleared Donald Trump to walk on that stage, whomever cleared him when they knew they had established a potential threat, that individual ought to be fired. Whomever was in charge of that outer perimeter and did not have somebody on that building or at the water tower, they should be fired. This is, it's hard to imagine more things having gone wrong. And yes, whomever was responsible, we need to know what happened. We need to see those plans. We need the Secret Service to correct their protocols, but those individuals need to be fired.
All right, Senator, I want to turn to the Democrats' new candidate, brand new candidate. We're in the middle of the general election. They've just swapped out Joe Biden. In comes Kamala Harris. I'm pretty certain that you guys overlapped a bit in the U.S. Senate. What is your sense of her and her agenda?
Her agenda is to the left of Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. GovTrack ranked her the most liberal senator in the U.S. Senate. She is for gun confiscation. She is for the Green New Deal and was willing to do away with the Senate filibuster in order to pass the Green New Deal. She would like to pack the court. She voted against the tax cuts in 2017 and has said she would let them expire. It will be the largest tax increase in American history. That is her agenda. She's for an open border, 10 million illegal aliens. She wants to register all of them to vote. She wants to let prisoners vote. She thinks drug dealers need to have counseling rather than locking them up and making them serve the time to which they've been sentenced. And for her to say that she has been a prosecutor and that she's tough on crime, oh, no, she's not. Look at the crimes that are being committed by illegal aliens coming into this country, by the gangs that are streaming across that open border, because the border czar never went to the border. She didn't go out and work with the Border Patrol, still hasn't. And she is by far the most liberal person that has served in the U.S. Senate. She does not deserve to be president of the United States.
All right, Senator Blackburn, on a side note, I know that you've been working hard on this Kids Online Safety Act. There's some movement there. We're tracking it. We're out of time, but we'd love to have you back to discuss that, maybe on my radio show as well, but that is something that we're keeping an eye on. Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee, thank you so much for your time.